Good afternoon, everyone. In the last laboratory session of ED subject, we have discussed the basic part of engineering drawing. We learned how the drawing instrument work. We also discuss how to use this kind of drawing instrument, like use of set square, use of compass, circle master, how to utilize all this different kind of instrument in our drawings. This part we have already discussed in the last laboratory session, and you are also instructed in the last lab to use this instrument in the upcoming laboratory session. Apart from it, in the first lab of the week you are studying the orthographic projection. You are aware about how to start your drawing, right? So that part we are not going to discuss right now. Use of all these instrument like a pencil, you are aware about to draw each and every drawings throughout the lab in the A3 size sketchbook. That thing you are already aware about. Apart from it, different types of lines like visible outlines, dimension lines, extension line, construction line, hidden line, central lines, cutting plane lines, border lines, right? All these types of line, and majorly the table of the types of line, right, is we have already discussed in the last lab. Today in your WhatsApp group I have shared one PDF file in which the actual table in the sketchbook, how it is going to look like, that I shared with you people. So you can see the table which actual snapshot of a page, right? So you are uh, instructed to look at that particular. So this is all about the table. Then we have discussed the different dimensioning methods with the help of different examples like align method and unidirectional method. So right now we are aware about how to give the dimensions to any drawings we can draw, right? So we have to use either align method or unidirectional method. Yes, Rohit, you have to write the description in the capital letters, right? Because in the drawings, it is said that the capital letters, the people are generally preferred. The capital letters, it is a kind of writings, right? So writings are also everywhere you will see in the capital letters, because people in global practice use the capital word. That's why we have to keep the practice of writing everything in the capital letters. So this was about the short revision of what we have done in the previous lab, like to understand how these dimensioning methods work. These are the examples which you need to draw. See, here it is written to draw in sketchbook. So this is one component. This component you need to draw in the sketchbook, and you have to give the dimensions according to unidirectional method and align method, like this. So these are the examples you need to write. Then today we will again continue with one of the important part of drawing different exercise. So here are this tutorial book show you different practice of the to make 12 equal parts of the circle, and here you need to take the radius of 40 mm. So here is the method in front of you. First of all, we will read out the method, what you need to do, and then we will start practicing this, because in the upcoming sheet and in the upcoming practice, sometimes you need to use this kind of practice where the 12 equal part of the circle or equal parts of circles will be there. You require to do it. So what you need to do for make 12 equal part of the circle first. So here they told you to take the radius of 40 mm. So here what you need to do is, first you need to make one center point which is O, as you can see over here, and you have to draw one horizontal line like this first. So this horizontal line indicates that the radius of this particular circle is 40 mm. So you have to draw one horizontal line which is having a 40 mm radius. After that, you need to use the compass protractor and taking a center as a O and the radius as 40. So keep your protractor in such a way that it should indicate 40 mm, right? So using it, you can draw one circle of having a radius is equal to 40 mm first. This is your first task. Let us see what is there in the method 1. Draw the given circle with center center O and radius R40. Then draw two diameters. One is A3, A9. So you can see there is one diameter which will start with point A3. So after drawing a circle, what we have done? We have first divided the circle into two parts like this. This is the first part, and then it is A6, A12. So we have divided this circle by providing one horizontal line and one vertical line. So this is also, you can do it with the help of set square, right? You can make the angle of the set square in such a way that these two lines are perpendicular to each other. Now with the center at 12, now again you have to use the compass in such a way that this A12 will be the center, and take the radius of this R40. So from this point, I have taken the radius of up to R40 like this, and mark one arc. You can see here is one arc which I have taken from the point A2, A12 as a circle like this, and you have to mark the arc like this. You can see two arc at point A2 and one arc is at point A10. Then again with the center A3, you can take one more center as A3, again with the center A3 and the same radius of 40 mm, draw an arc intersecting the circle at point A1. So you can keep your center as A3 and try to draw one arc at this point like this, at point A1 and at point A5. Similarly, obtain the point A4 and A8. So from point A6, you mark one point A8 and A4 like this. Similarly, from A9, A7, A11. So if you will see, the arc of each point will be there on the circle. Now, finally, what you need to do is join all the point with center. Your circle will be dividing in 12 equal part like this. So now to understand this thing in a better way, I will take you to one software. This is one software that I will be using to draw one circle. So let me show you how you can draw circle with the help of this software. This is the compass. All of you will have this kind of compass, right? So first of all, what is the definition or what you want to draw? First of all, you need to draw one horizontal line having a radius is equal to 40 mm. So either you can use ruler or you can use the set square. Ruler is also there with you people. So you need to draw a line having 40 mm. So you have to use this kind of ruler first, where you need to set 0 as the center of this protector like this. And you have to use this protector in such a way that it should be having the radius is equal to 40 mm like this, as you can see. This is what I have considered one radius as 40 mm. Clear? Is it visible to you people? Is the screen is visible to you? Please write yes in the chat box. Fine. So what you need to do is now you have to draw one line which indicates the radius of 0 to 40 like this. As you can see, I have drawn one line with the help of the ruler, or the same way you can use the set square also. So draw one line having a radius is equal to 40 mm like this. Now, as you have completed the radius, now use this protector, right? And try to draw one circle. Try to complete the circle by rotating your protector 360 degree like this. Now, again, you use this scale and complete the horizontal as well as vertical line. You can see the radius is equal to 40. So you will able to see the diameter of the circle will be 80. Now complete this line. Now complete the same thing by using the line again and complete this. This is your horizontal line. Now to draw the vertical line, again you can use your set square like this. You have this set square with you people. So you are informed to use this set square. For using this set square, you need to use this 45 degree set square. So how to use this set square is very important. I have already shown you several videos of using this set square. So from the center point, you can mark one point over here, and you draw one vertical line to draw the circle, right? So you have, for example, mark one point like this, and you can draw this line which will be passing through the 0 point, right? Like this. So what you have done now, you have you completed the first part of drawing this circle. Now again, as we have seen, use this compass. How much you have to use this compass? You have to use it from this point to the center, for example. As you can see, take the same radius of this point and mark one arc. How to mark this kind of arc? By rotating this kind of uh, compass. For this, you have to mark this arc by just using this pencil from this point. You will see this should be there on the center point somewhere over here. Now mark one arc which will be going to join your circle with a simple arc like this over this side, and one arc is over this side like this. Same way, use the point over here. Mark one arc like this over right hand side, and mark one more arc on the left hand side like this. Use the second point over here. Mark one arc on the lower side and lower side, and same way on the upper side like this. Now keep this compass center as the lower point. Rotate your compass in such a way that it will take one more arc somewhere over here, and in the left hand side there is one arc like this. Now if I write the different points as is given in the tutorial book, right? You can also give the names of these points, like it is point A1, this is your point A2, this upper point is considered as point A3. Give the name nomenclature of this different point like this. Here your point is A4, here the point is A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11. As we wanted to go for 12 parts, so you will have 12 different points by giving the nomenclature like this. After drawing it, Now what you need to do is join each and every points which we have marked with the help of this compass with center by using this ruler, right? You can use this ruler to draw the joining this different part like this. So how we will going to do is you have to use this ruler, and this ruler must be passed through the center, and it will be going to join this point A1, center point, and point A7, as you can see over here. These are the three different points you required. Precisely, you can use this ruler in such a way that now use the pencil again and try to join these 2 points which are coming from center like this. So you have joined these 2 lines like this. Same way, join this line point A8. Now again use this pencil and draw one line which is going to join center A2 and A8 like this. Same way, join A5 and A11 and A4 with A10. So in this way, you are going to complete your first task with the help of this three instrument in such a way, and you can easily divide your circle into 12 different part like this. Is it clear to you? Please do write yes if it is clear to you. Everyone, please do write yes if you are clear about this. So now can you complete this task of making 12 equal part of circle in your sketchbook within 10 minutes? Right now it is 1:43. I think 5 to 7 minutes are only required, but I'm giving you 10 minutes. Complete this task in your sketchbook within 10 minutes and let me know by writing done in the chat box so that I will give you the access to your camera by starting your video camera from your mobile, and you can show me what you have done. Take your time. These dimensions are in front of you. Take the radius of 40 mm. Complete this task and let me know by using these three different instrument. Complete this task number 1 and let me know once you are done with this. Meanwhile, if you have any query or anything you wanted to ask, feel free to ask in the chat box. So Nandan, can you no, no, you can just send me a screenshot by taking a WhatsApp. Just take a photo, take the photo from your mobile and send me by WhatsApp, Nandan. And for Mihir, Smith completed it, Mihir completed it, Jenish completed it. Now still many of you are remaining. Time is over now. All of you, please take the screenshot or please take the photo from your mobile and WhatsApp me. That will be very easy. Please take one photo of your drawing and let you message me by WhatsApp. Now those who are still remaining can complete within 2 minutes. Quick. Now, if you can see, many of you have already sent me your drawing by WhatsApp. That is very good thing. I'm happy with that. All of you completed your drawing in a very good manner. Now, if you can see the angle, how much angle these all points are having, right? If you can see this, you will able to know that each line or each point, whether it is point A1, A2, A3, whatever point you are having, each point is having a specific angle, right? If you measure the angle, you will able to know each point is having a specific angle. How much angle it should have, you can see from point A12 to A3, it is having 30 degree, right? You will able to see it is having 30 degree angle. From A1 to A2 again it is 30 degree. From A2 to A3 again it is 30. So 30 plus 30 plus 30, A12 to A3 it is 90 degree. So each point contains an angle of 30 degree. So if you wanted to draw this kind of uh, drawing by just marking an angle at 30 degree, you can also do it from marking an angle with 30 degree, right? So use this kind of 45, 45 set square and mark a point at each 30 degree at point A1, at point A2, at point A3, A4 like this. And also you can draw the same thing with the help of the angles also, right? So this is the first task we have completed. If you don't want to do this kind of thing, you can also use an angle, the set square of 30, 60 degree. There is one set square, you have 30, 60 degree. This is the 45 degree which I am having right now. But you can use this kind of you can use this. You will see the different angles from this part, right? As you can see here, the angle, you will able to see proper angle from this protector that you will be having it, right? So you can see the now angle. You can see the angle is 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, 150 degree, and 180 degree like this. So this is the one method here that you can use it to draw it. Now, next exercise, we have to make 8 equal parts of circle. So here you will able to see one circle, and we have divided this circle into 8 equal parts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There is a method to draw this circle. Step number 1, draw the given circle with center C. So here is the point C as a center. 40 mm again is the radius of the circle, and draw the circle first. Then draw two diameters 0,4 and 2,6. So here it is the horizontal line, and there is one vertical line, as we are doing every time. Step number 3, keep the radius constant and make 0 as a center. Now this is the center, and radius fix as, for example, whatever radius you are taking. For example, let us say 0 to C we are taking as the radius, and make an arc outside the circle on the right hand side over here somewhere. Now make 2 as a center and mark one arc outside of the circle, which intersect the arc made by 0 at any point. Now similarly follow the above steps to make arc through all 3 quadrants, and you will be obtain 0.1357 by joining that particular arc. So this is, you can consider as the bisection of an angle. The same thing we can do with the bisection of an angle. So how to do this? For that, again, I will show you that I will use this figure. So how we are going to do it? Now we don't want this. Okay, so right now we are not, we don't want this. We don't want this to use right now. We wanted to study the bisection of n. So first of all, what I will do with the help of this ruler, I will draw one horizontal arc. So we'll use this horizontal line. I will draw one line like this, and at some angle, I will draw one more line like this. From the same point, I will draw one more arc like this. Now this is one angle. I don't know what is the angle is, right? But I want to bisect this angle. Means I want to divide this angle into two part. So now what I will do? For that I will use this compass, and I will use any radius. I will fix any radius of my choice. For example, I will keep this 0 over here, and I will say, for example, I choose the radius of this is, for example, 50. Let us take the radius as 50. Once you fix the radius, do not change this radius, right? Keep it as 50. I wanted to take one radius as 50. Now we keep it a fixed radius. Now, after doing it, now mark one arc over here. There is an arc, as you can see over here, and also mark the same arc on this line like this. Done. Mark an arc like this. So now this is a point of your choice. For example, let us give the point. Each and every point we will give the name. Like this is my point number O. I will give the name as this point as A, this point as B. Now you use the same arc of center as compass and use the A point as a center and try to mark one arc over here like this. Now you use the center over here at point B and try to mark an arc over here like this. So it will be going to intersect at a single point. It will be going to intersect at this point, right? Now join this point with point O, right? By using the ruler scale. Use this ruler scale and join this point with the help of this point. So this is how we have divided this entire angle. If you can see the angle, this angle is how much it is. This angle, if you can see, is I think the 30-degree, and you bisect this angle as, for example, of 50-degree, like this. So this is how we can go for the bisection of the angle. Same way you can use this particular practice of using it in the figure, where we wanted to make an equal part of the circle. To make the 8 equal part of the circle having the radius of 40, now let us again draw a circle having the radius is equal to 80. Draw one horizontal line having totally diameter is equal to 80, because we wanted to draw a radius is equal to 40. So now this is your center. Draw one vertical line also from this point, right? And for that, what you need to do is you have to use this, and you have to keep this angle protector at this point. Make sure you consider this angle protector by considering it at horizontal line and vertical line. You can see here it is written 0 degree, and at point 40 I have kept this. Now if I wanted to draw one points, I have marked the point at 90 degree. I have marked one point over here at 90 degree. Now remove it and draw one vertical line which is going to join this point with this point. Now take this angle, now you use this compass, keep this point as a center, use the radius of this particular compass as 40 degree, and now draw one circle you need to use it in such a way that the radius of this is exactly 40 degree, as you can see this. Now take any radius. Now this is not a fix, as you have to take the radius is equal to 40. It is your choice, you can take the radius of 40 or not, right? So use this again to mark a point. Now which point you have to mark and from where you have to mark is very important. First of all, you have to mark the radius at point this. Now you use it over here and make an arc like this. Similarly, use it over here. Use at this point, mark an arc over this side also and over this side also. Put it over here again, mark an arc. So they will going to meet over here, and it is already completed, right? This arc is already there. Put it on this particular point. Complete an arc over this side as well as on the right hand side like this. Use it again over here at this point. We'll give the point its name. Here it will be like this. So we need to draw it somewhere over here. From this point also, it will be going to meet this line over here. This is not required. This is also not required. But here we will use it to meet this line over here again. Like this. So now you can easily see we have bisected each and every part. If you only consider this point, only one point, right, then it will be fine. Now again use this ruler, set it at 0 point over here, rotate now this rotate it at the bisection of this arc, and from this point you can easily draw one line from this point, and it will be go to this point by joining it. If you slide it over here, you will get the same point somewhere over here. This point will be going to meet with this point. So you can extend this point from this line to this line like this. So you join this point like this. You can also extend the same point over here. Same way you can do it from this side also by rotating this ruler in this manner. Join this 2 point. From the center it will be going to pass, and this is how you have make an 8 part, and then you can give this nomenclature by giving the each point as name. Let us say this is my point number 0, this is my point number 1, this is my point number 2, this is my point number 3, this is my point number 4, 5, 6, 7, and here is the 8th part. So here in this manner I have made 8 equal parts of the circle by taking the radius of the circle is equal to 40 mm. Is it clear to you? Yes, Janice has already sent me the task 2 in WhatsApp. Very good. Smith. Very good. Harshdeep, I got it. Nandan has already sent. So I assume now most of you have already completed it. Now what we have the next task is draw the given circle. This is the method 2 of doing it, right? This is the division of line that we will see in the next part. This is very important, bisection of a line and bisection of an arc. So how to do the bisection? The methods are written in the box. You can see draw a given line AB of a 50 mm with the point A as a center and the radius equal to more than half of the length AB, draw an arc on the either side of AB to intersect the previous point P. Join P and Q, which intersecting point AB at C point, and point C bisects the line AB, which is perpendicular to the AB line. So PQ is nothing but it is the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Now how to draw it? For that again, let us go to the software. We'll show you how it will be going to look like. First of all, you have to draw one horizontal line, right? And to draw the horizontal line, we all are aware about, we have to use this ruler, right? So you use this ruler, mark one horizontal line of 50 mm. So here I am drawing one line at 50 mm. So from point 0 to 50, this is one line what I have drawn. If I say the center of this particular line is 25. You can also say this point 25 is nothing but the center, and from that you just draw one perpendicular line. You can easily draw it. But with the help of this bisector, how we will do, that is very important. So use this compass. This is set at 0 degree. Now you can use this point 0 and more than half of the open protector, you can mark one arc. You can mark an arc like this from either side. So it is from upper side also, and from lower side also you can draw the same arc. So here is an arc which I have drawn. Now you don't change this radius of the arc. Keep it over this side at 50 or second point, and again rotate this angle protector in such a way that it will be going to make an arc like this. Here also you will have the same arc like this. Now use this ruler again and join this 2 point. Use it at 90 degree. Keep it over here and join this line. Join this 2 point by using this line. You will be done with the bisection of this line. Now you can see, you can measure it if you want to measure. You can also measure this thing. The bisection is at, you can see 25. Here it is at 25 when we have marked the point. So here you can have the bisection of a line. Similarly, you have the bisection of an arc. The same procedure you need to follow. You can draw one arc AB of any radius with the point A as a center and a radius equal to more than a half, any distance more than a half of the length AB. Draw an arc on the either side of point AB with B also as a center. Draw the same radius, draw an arc, and you have the point CD. Now join this point CD. This is the bisection of the arc. So this is the two tasks we have to do: bisector of a line and bisection of the arc. Now Bisection of a line is already completed by Janish. Very good, Janish. You are having very good drawing skill. After completion of this task, please do write done in the chat box. So we will go further in this. Yes, you can draw it on the same page. That will be fine. Do not waste the page in the sketchbook. You can draw it on the same page, right? 4 and 5 you can draw in this on the same page. It will be fine. Completed by Harshdeep. Also completed by Shobhit. Fine. Many of you completed and send me the WhatsApp. I was looking it. Done. Now, see, radius of the arc, you can take anything, right? Just use it. Now, if you are completed with this, we can have one activity, which is to make 9 equal part of a line. If I draw any line, and if I told you to part equal parts of line, then how to do it? For that, there is a specific method. So here you will able to see this specific method. Draw a line which we wanted to get 9 equal parts. So I have drawn one line AB having 112 mm as the length of this particular line. This is step number one, to draw a single horizontal line. Now draw one more line at an angle of approximately 20 degree. You can consider this as a line AC. Now AC is about 20 degree inclination to line AB, as you can see in this figure. Now using a divider mark of 9 equal division, right? Approximately you can say 1/9 of the AB on AC. Join 9 to B. Now what you are doing, you are taking any of this length and mark an angle. Mark a line by using the same with the help of compass. One, nomenclate this particular point as point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, point 6, point 7, point 8, and point 9. Please mark this 9 point like this. After this, join the point number 9 with point number B. Similarly, 8 with 8 days, 7 with 7 days, 6 with 6 days, 5, 5 days, likewise. So this is ultimately your line AB is divided in 9 equal part. And if you again wish to validate this thing, so 112 divided by 9, whatever the answer you are getting of this, 112 divided by 9, approximately this much length is there on between the, which is approximately 12.44. So you'll get, if you can see the length of this point A to A dash 1 dash to 2 dash, you will get approximately 12.44 mm length of this particular line. So this is how you can make 9 equal part of the line, right? Why we have considered this as a 112 mm? Because if I told you that 180 mm, then you can easily divide this by using the ruler. 180 and 9 equal parts, so 20 mm each, so that you can easily do it. But 112, precisely you will not going to complete it within 12.44 every time. There will be some human mistake, but if you do it like this, it will be exactly of the same equal part you will get on the line AB. So we can also get the practice of this thing, right? For example, what we need to do is, now we will draw one horizontal line. Let us say the horizontal line is like this. I will draw from point 0 to 120, and I wanted to keep this as how much, 9 equal part. So here what we are going to do is, we will take one angle of this particular horizontal line like this. This is for example 16 degree. So from this point it is not 16, it is 344. So 360 minus, so we will keep up to more than 20, like this. This is 20 degree, so keep this as a 20 degree and mark this point over this line, and again draw one line like this. This line is, for example, any of the for example, we can keep this line as a 90 because we want to keep as 90 mm, 9 equal part. So this is very easy. Now you can join this each and every part like this. This is a 90. So here you have the points. This is your point number 1. This is your point number 2. Likewise. So now you have to mark this point by using this compass, by marking it this as a 10 mm. Right? This is your restriction. You have to keep this as a part of restriction. This is 90 degree. This is a 90 mm. Use this and keep it over here at point number 0, like this. Mark the distance as how much. It is fixed to 0. Right now it is fixed. Mark one point, first point. This is the exit point you are getting over here. Second point. Again keep this in such a way that it will become 0, like this. 20. Use point 3. Again mark it on point 3. 40. Mark one point. Go further. 50. Go further. 60. Go further. 70. Go further. 80. And the last is 90. Now you use this scale again. Join the point number 9. I will give you the nomenclature like this. You use the scale again and try to join this point number 9 with the last point, like this. Join this point from point number 9 to the last point of this line. Now you slide this scale and draw parallel lines, right? Draw one parallel lines to join this point 8 with the point having on this, like this. You can see my orientation is just changed, right? But I have to keep this orientation as it is throughout my drawing. And you will have your 9 parts, 9 part of this particular line like this. You can give then the names like it is 1 dash, try doing this and let me know your if you're done with this in the chat box. Please do write yes if you are clear about this. I want the response from each and every participants. If you are clear up to this, please do write yes in the chat box. Now do this exercise now to make a 9 equal part of a line. I am telling it once again how I have done it because of the see what I've done previously. I'm telling it again. I have first used this scale, keep it horizontal, and I have drawn first draw one horizontal line at 120 degree, 120 mm. You can draw it is 112 mm, right? Then I have drawn inclined line at 90 mm because I wanted to make 9 equal part. Then I have used this compass box to mark an arc at point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, point 6, point 7, point 8, and point 9, and give them a name like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I join this point 9 with the horizontal line and give it as a name at 9 dash. Then I start drawing a parallel lines to 9 9 days, this 8 8 days, 7 7 days, 6 6 days, 5 5 days, 4 4 days, 3 3 days, 2 2 days, and 1 1 days. So ultimately I have divided this horizontal line, which we generally indicated A90, into 9 equal parts. Is it clear now? Dev? Now we complete this task. If you have completed this task, please do write yes in the chat box so that we go further to the next point. Now many of you have already completed it, so we'll go further to the next task. We have bisect an angle, which we already studied before, making an 8 part of a circle. That is we have already completed. Now next is we have definition of polygon. These are different polygons in front of your screen. In geometry, a polygon is traditionally a plane figure that is bounded by a finite chain of a straight line, segments closing in a loop to form a closed chain or circuit. For example, you are aware about this is a triangle. So triangle is a one kind of a polygon. Now, if you wanted to find out the angle of this polygon, you have a specific equation, and the equation is in front of you. The equation is required angle to calculate for any polygon is equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degree divided by n, where n is equal to how much? It is total number of side. For example, I wanted to draw, I will tell you like this. I wanted to draw a polygon which is having 3 sides. We want to draw a polygon which has 3 sides. If it has 3 sides, then we can say that n is equal to 3. So put n is equal to 3 in this equation. We have the required angle is equal to how much? Required angle is equal to, we can say, in place of n, here we can use 3 into 2. 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. 2 multiply by 90, 180. So it is 180 divided by n. N is equal to 3. So if you do it, the angle is how much? 60. So if I wanted to draw a polygon which has a 3 sides, so it is a triangle. So triangle has an angle is equal to how much? 60. So you draw one line of 50 mm. Here is the you can say the definition of to draw polygon using protector, and length is equal to how much? 50 mm. So let us try to complete this part by using this software. So initially what we will going to do, we will draw one line. If I wanted to draw a polygon, for that we use this to draw polygons by using the protector. Length is equal to 50 mm. So first of all I will draw one horizontal line from 0 to 50. First I need 3 side. So for 3 side what I will do, I will find out the angle first, that I got 60. So I'll use this protector and mark a line where it is a 60 degree. So here, to use this protector in such a way, we have to keep this at 0 degree. We have to keep this as horizontal line, and we have to use it at point number 0. This will be meet at this point 0, and you have to mark a point at 60 somewhere over here like this. Here is the point, or here is the arc here that you have to consider. I mark one point over here, as you can see. Now you again use this ruler in such a way that you have to mark 150 degree 50 mm line and to join this point. So ultimately you can start drawing from this point to how much? 50 mm. Similarly, join this 2 point. One is my point 0, and then I need to join this point with this 1 point. Join this 2 point in such a way that you will have the same triangle which is having a angle is equal to how much? 60 degree. So this is your polygon which is considered as the triangle. Now you can use the same equation of utilizing if you wanted to draw a 4 side. So here use n is equal to 4 and try to calculate the required angle. If your n is equal to 4, use it in this equation to find out the angle. Angle is equal to 2 into 4. 4 into 2, it means 8. 8 minus 4. 4. 4 multiplied by 90. 360. 360 divided by 4. So angle is equal to how much? 90. So if you are having a 4 side it is a square, angle should be 90. So we can draw the square of 90 by using this angle protector, right? You can use this thing. So you can draw one line from point 0 to 50, rotate this ruler at the vertical point, again draw one line which is at 50, slide it over here, draw one more line at then distance of 50. Now join these two line again which is at the distance of 50. So this is one polygon which is having a four different side. Now the next one we should have is, for example, 5 side, which we can generally consider it as a pentagon. This is which we can say this is a triangle. This is, you can say, as a square, and this is having a 5 space, so you can consider this as a pentagon. And if you wanted to calculate the required angle, you can use this equation again, 5 into n, 5 into 2. So it is 10, 10 minus 4, 2. 2 divided by 5. 2 multiplied by 90 is 180. 180 divided by 5. So you will have the angle of the pentagon. So you can recalculate it again. 180 divided by 5 is equal to, n is equal to 5. So 5 into 2 is 10. 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. 6 into 90. 540. 540 divided by 5. So it is 108, I think. Right? Let me do it again. It is 2 multiplied by 5 minus 4. So this is 10. 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. So 6 multiplied by 90. So this is 540 divided by n is equal to how much? 5. So you will have this value is equal to 108 degree, right? So now again go to this software and let us try to draw a 50 mm pentagon. And initially, to draw a 50 mm pentagon, what you need to do is you can draw one horizontal line first from 0 to 50, one horizontal line. Then 108 degree. How to get 108 degree? By just using this protector. You can draw 108 from this. So here I will try to draw a 108 from this point. It is starting from 0 to, here it is 90, 100, 110, and here if I say this is my arc of 108, right? So if I join this 2 point from this point to this point, if if I join this 2 point, I will have my one line, and this line should be how much? 50 mm, not more than that, right? So you can rotate this ruler in such a way that you will able to join this 2 point from this point. This is 0 point, which is fixed now. I have fixed this 0 point, and then I will rotate this ruler in such a way that it will be going to join. But make sure we only wanted to draw how much? 50 mm, not more than that, from this point to 50 mm line. Now draw one line again. You just now if you can see, this angle is your 108 degree, right? Now from this point also you have to draw 108 degree. Now we will remove this arc, right, because this arc will not be helpful now. Now again at 108 degree, you can use this. From this point we require 108 degree, so I will mark one point again from this point number 0, right, to I will draw 108. This is 90, 100, 110 minus 2, so it is 108, like this. Join this again. This is my point number 0. I will mark a point 0 somewhere over here, and then I will rotate it in such a way that it will be going to meet this point. But I wanted to draw only 50, so I will start from 0 to, sorry, 0 to 50, like this. This angle is also 108 degree. I will remove the unwanted part. Again from this point we wanted to measure 108, so we'll rotate this angle protector in such a way that this point of the angle protector will be going to meet over here properly, like this. Now mark 108 again by using the arc from here to, this is 100, and here it is 108, like this. Now again use this roller in such a way that it will be going to have 50 mm from this point. You have mark as 0. You will going to rotate it, and it will be going to meet at this particular point. Use your pen, mark a 0 point, draw a 50-degree line, 50 mm line, like this. So this angle is also 50. Remove unwanted lines, unwanted arcs, like this. and finally you can join this 2 point which is remaining in order to get the pentagon complete. And if you're going to measure this 2 point, you will get an idea. Yes, this will be exactly 50 mm. As you can see, if I start with 0 and I will join this like 2 points, it will be how much it is? Approximately it is 50. So this is how your pentagon is completed. Is it clear to you? Please do raise your hand up to this if it is clear to you. How to draw triangle, square and pentagon, which are types of polygon which we are making, and to calculate the angle we are using this equation 2n minus 4 into 90 divided by n. In case of any query up to this in this lab session, you feel free to ask your query in the chat box. Otherwise, that's it for the today's lab. Do write your full name and your enrollment number in the chat box for attendance of today's lab. Thank you very much everyone. We'll see you in the next lab. We'll continue with the next lab. Meanwhile, you are informed to complete this practice in your sketchbook without fail. Thank you.